Have you noticed that this past summer seemed never ending? Well, soon our entire year might be that way. With the increase in pollution and the release of harmful gases into the atmosphere, Earth is getting hotter and hotter. Humans have been ignoring climate change for the past couple centuries now, and it's time to stop. If we don't act now, then millions of lives and billions of dollars might be at stake. Why is this happening to us is the question that many people, and maybe even some of you, have been asking for the past few decades as we've had higher temperatures and weird weather patterns. And the answer to that question is that climate change has been going on since the 1800s when the Industrial Revolution started. Back then they had no idea what they were doing was harmful to coal, railroads, land clearing, automobiles, and factories sped up greenhouse gas emissions. Many people back then thought that what they were doing would not seriously harm the environment, or that it wouldn't affect it at all. And some people still believe this, which is completely wrong. Ask NASA. But thanks to modern technology, we're now able to understand how climate change has been brought on. But even with all these new things that are being revealed about climate change, people are still ignoring the facts and they keep polluting. Taking our money, our time, and our focus. Climate change is a huge problem. One of the reasons that there's not been much effort to stop polluting is that oil is one of the biggest industries in terms of annual revenue. The big oil companies are very persuasive and are stopping alternative energy sources from emerging. If humans do not move to alternative energy sources soon, then they're going to face much larger problems in the future, since present rates of oil consumption should last only 40 years. We need to stop polluting, stop trashing the earth, and stop ignoring the problem. It's time to change. One of the most effective ways to convince someone is through fear. Since people are not listening to the data, it's time to hear what will happen if they keep ignoring the threat. Within less than 40 years, we will be out of oil, and within less than 100 years, we will be out of fossil fuels completely. According to the EPA, or the Environmental Protection Agency, continued emissions of greenhouse gases will lead to further climate changes. Future changes are expected to include a warmer atmosphere, a warmer and more acidic ocean, higher sea levels, and larger changes in precipitation patterns. One of the biggest threats on that list is the warmer atmosphere, which causes higher sea levels and changes in precipitation. The change in sea level is especially important because that could affect us adversely within less than 100 years. This may not sound like a lot, but 1 to 4 feet may put thousands of homes or buildings underwater. If people do not stop polluting, half of Florida could be underwater within a few hundred years. Climate change is not a good thing, and if we do not act now and change what we are doing, then the future could have far worse consequences than what we could even predict. Climate change is breathing down our necks, and we need to address it as an important issue. Climate change could cause catastrophic events to occur in our near future, and if humanity doesn't change what they're doing right now, then millions of lives could be at stake. Climate change is like a really bad brain freeze. People keep on slurping up the slushy or chowing down on the ice cream, even though their headache is getting worse and worse. Eventually, there's going to be a reality check. Humans will run out the ice cream, and without that to distract them from the pain, they will hopefully realize what they've done. In the famous words of Gandhi, you must be the change that you wish to see in the world. And now I'd like to talk about my Genius Creative project. It is a video that I created with Animoto, which is basically a website that allows you to create a video or slideshow with captions, pictures, and music. So my video is about climate change. It's specifically about climate change awareness. It talks about the history of climate change and how it started, the causes of it. Also, it talks about how we can stop it. This video is mainly about spreading awareness and educating people about the topic of climate change. Because the more educated you are about the topic, the more you are willing to act on it. And so that was the whole purpose of this video. If you'd like to find the video and watch it, I have it linked in my bio on my Instagram page, which is going to be right here. And now we'll just get right into it and watch the video.